On home ground. Could this be a quick 2-0? Sprout CT side start. I want to see something from them at least. I want a close series. We thought it would go 3. It's up to them.
CT side of Inferno did start to pick up some pace, right? They just didn't have enough room to work with, so I'd say those odds are pretty good, actually, considering the way the first map went. Not going to lie to you. Might be worth getting on it, but nonetheless, Movistar Riders, we didn't see too much of that T-side, did we? So it'd be good to get an idea of how this looks. slaxz going to find the first head. That was clean. See if there's any more here. Davy G from down below finds lauNX, and there goes B.
Big mental reset for Sprout. They know can't afford a start like the previous map. 1 for 1 early on. Bomb planted toward B. Davy G in a good spot. Usually you see a player holding on the left, I would say, more than the right. So he could be good for at least a 1 for 1. 3 coming in toward ramp on this retake. First player jumping in. In fact, it's a full 4-man retake, and Rals will quickly trade it. Death toward the control room, looking to find something. I think spots the first bit of information, but Rals is pushing close, but a dinks come through towards slaxz as well, and Death gets another one. They don't check the angle for some pious either. Spiddy gets his head ripped off. More smiles on the Movistar side. They keep on trucking.
Lovely stuff. Very, very good indeed.
Our boy's awake.
Indeed. Welcome back.
Hey!
Oh, God. Fan favourite. Nonetheless, Movistar Riders, definitely the fan favourite, of course, goes without saying. And they are looking to, once again, just kind of steamroll through. It was a nice pistol, great opener. Really, really solid play to get the information in towards ramp, I feel, right? Only the 1 kill, but you hear at least 3 from there, right? If not all 4 in the end. Force buy for Sprout. Doesn't look too bad. You know, I miss the days. We had a while there when Train was still in, where we used to get double scout force buys. I thought they were pretty good. We don't see them as often anymore.
Train, the lanes on Train were just so sort of attractive.
Yeah, you see them on Nuke as well, though, to be fair, right? So maybe bring it back, but maybe I'll have to eat my words, because there's 3 quick kills for these pistols.
Oh, no!
slaxz goes down, but lauNX with the double on the MP9. It's all good. Little awkward for slaxz, and of course he has his kill tally taken down to 0. That's annoying, but they will get the force buy here, Sprout.
And we've seen many a world-class player plummet to their death on Nuke, so he won't be the first and won't be the last either. There, that first shot was really nice and helps that with the spam toward the door player coming out the smoke as well. There's slaxz falling, plummeting, but no issue. They win the round anyway, and now they get a bit of momentum. Let's see what they can do with this now. Of course, if they can avoid this force by the Galil, the 2 Tech-9s and 2 Deagles, they genuinely do have a way back into this and a way to build up a streak and actually get some form of lead on a map, which Movistar have not had to face once in the entire tournament.
True. That is very true. You know, how do you play from behind, right? It's obviously a big, big question. But they've managed to drop people in secret, down the vent, all that good stuff. lauNX is here pretty quick. It's obviously been heard. Good for 1. Probably needs another. He's got the support in from slaxz
well played
as well. Brilliant stuff. Now just Alex and mopoz left to go. Bomb right in the hands of the CTs. Info in. Yeah, I don't know. What do you do here, right? Not a hope in hell. So Sprout, as you said, in with a very good chance to start streaking and really make Nuke competitive, which would be nice.
Would be nice. I want to see a 3-mapper. I know the crowd will want to see a Movistar result in 2 as quickly as possible and then get them through to the grand final. But listen, as long as it's a 3-mapper on your side, wink, wink. Alex last alive. 1v5, looking to try and pick up the Deagle, but of course it's obviously on a little bit lower ground there, as he's on the stairs, so a little bit awkward to pick up. Took a couple of extra seconds. Counter-strike and pressing E on weapons there's always been a bit of a cruel mistress. Alex will find 1, and more heads are being shown, but Yolandi will get triple swung, and they'll win the round with 4 alive. There are some Sprout supporters in the crowd. Applause for that round. Welcome, everyone.
Got to be respectful, I suppose, you know, when they're able to pull off rounds of their own, especially looking good in these early stages. The response here looks to be Glocks, and just Glocks. Nothing out for Movistar Riders.
Glocks!
Yes, a classic. There's going to be some people who probably don't even get that reference. It's so old.
No, man. God.
Showing our age a little.
Don't even. So there's some references that just stick around forever, though, right? Thankfully.
This is true. Spiddy creeping in. Oh, he's got a treat for the first. Drops that bomb. Quick dink. Oh, left on one. Surely traded out. There you go. As we like to say in these rounds, any damage is good damage. Let's see if I can get a bit more. If we can get the $600 kill bonus with the MP9. But spoke too soon, of course. It will be shut down. The lobby crunch, nice and effective. Third coming in for Sprout. First rifle, then officially, Movistar Riders will be looking to get back on the board. Look, they had a very dominating performance on Nuke for 2 maps. Yes, you know. At the same time, you bring it back down to reality. 5 or 6 rounds, probably what you're after.
For sure. Let's just, at this point for Sprout, they don't have anything in their mind about how well Movistar has played throughout this entire event, right? They're probably have wiped the slate clean mentally, thinking, okay, we're on CT side Nuke here. Let's play as solid as we know we can play and try and build up as many rounds as possible on the first half. And we have a solid attempt, or a solid chance, I should say, at a decider, which would be ancient, which would be something I'd love to see, but a long way to go. First time in the entire event, Movistar Riders have been behind in a map. How do they respond? A quick ramp play is the answer. Alex with the first. That's an excellent first. lang's looking to try and get at least one dink back, and so close, but it feels like that was a little bit unfortunate. 5v3, slaxz gets taken down by Alex as well. More kills for Alex early on Nuke. He really is the defender of outside, isn't he?
Yes, sir. Rawls and Spiddy, what do you do? I mean, they've got money. You might as well just save, though. It's definitely going to be a futile one. Movistar Riders, this looks good. You know, you're behind. You got to go a bit deeper into your playbook, pull out a set round. That's what they do, and it looks great.
Indeed. Last time these two teams played against each other on Nuke, it was 16-9 to Movistar Riders. lang's had a great performance on Sprout, though. 82 ADR and 24 kills. Movistar. And, another fantastic performance from Alex. This was in the regular season of Challenger League. Upper bracket. Triple performance again from Sunpice, mopoz and Alex. It seems to happen so much at the moment. So impressive. And Sprout's Nuke isn't as successful. Of course, they've lost some weird ones. One to Eternal Fire recently in the Repub League, but also plenty of decent wins as well. They took down Finest, of course, a recent winner on the online circuit. Beat Skade as well, one of the most well-known online teams that are always a bit of a barrier to success. If you can beat Skade, you're always on the way. Easy Nuke? That is the question.
Very nice.
Yeah, only. Only, as they say.
Yeah. Lovely stuff. Still played very, very well. And yeah, I guess, you know, less room. It's not Nuke, that's why.
Exactly.
So let's see how he looks on the CT end of this one. Let's see how this round looks, though. Of course, a slight little down time. Sprout hoping to get right back on it, man. They have to stop Movistar Riders early into this T side. We've seen the power of the CT side on both maps that they have played across the course of this tournament. So really, really scary stuff if they drop this one. The money would probably start to run out. They'd maybe go for it. Depends on saves, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, at the moment, money is not really part of the equation for them in their minds. They just need the rounds, whether there's 1, 5, or even non-surviving, I guess. They don't care how it comes. They just have to keep Movistar Riders at arm's length.
It's very well placed. Takes down Alex toward outside, but doesn't matter. Sunpice doesn't need an AWP. Takes slaxz's head off. Big find. lang's playing the headshot angle on the boxes toward ramp. That might force the push coming in now, and there we go. You can see the kill feed. He grabs it. Rawls takes mopoz, and now Sprout are starting to come alive a little bit. 4v2, but the health on lang's and Spiddy is very, very rough. They're going to get the bomb plant. So this retake should be still very difficult, despite it being a 2-man advantage.
Oh, he says 2 quick kills coming back through. Spitty will trade out deaths, and now just some pious. Oh, he's moved up to control, and he's kind of above the action. I don't think they're really considering this at all. Tap onto the bomb, though. He's not really around. It's very awkward. Now it's just going to be a hold. Yeah, he can't really stop it. Will go down. It's unfortunate, man. I think he was hoping to get there just before they'd move towards the bomb. Not the case.
And the most unfortunate thing about that, actually, is that if the glass was already broken, sure, maybe the player underneath would have realized that and maybe adjusted his position, but he could have walked up the railing on the left and possibly denied the defuse because the player defusing was 1 HP.
Yeah.
So the glass not being broken proving to be an issue in that one. Sprout back up to a 2-round lead, though.
Like I said, pretty big round to keep the tone here, and indeed to just sort of prove to yourself that you can answer. Some pious out on the AWP on this T side, straight down secret, very, very quickly down secret, to be honest with you. So it's a lot of control gained. Can't quite track. I don't think they have someone firmly posted on B, right? So definitely a hole that could be abused. Mopoz going to find lauNX as well, so really, really big deal here. That was the ramp player. Not looking too good. B wrap, B split, however you want to call it, looking very, very doable.
There, rotating round toward the vents. Ralph's holding hut at the moment. Pushing a little bit more aggressive, maybe looking to go for sort of a late round lobby crunch, and there we go. It's often a CT side Nuke player's favourite cereal, and once again he eats it up to take davvy. 4v4, some pious on the angle down towards secret, just spots the information but misses the shot just as he escapes. 4v3 with mopoz taking slaxz in the meantime. Ralls doesn't make any noise, I don't think, on the ladder, so his position's not yet known. He's got his teammate in door, but 3 outside looking to pounce toward A. Could be tough to deal with.
Pretty good setup. Pretty good setup to deal with this, to be honest, Ralls. A lot of it's on him, but as that clock winds down, I mean, even just surviving becomes a pretty good argument. Flash round, Ralls good for 1, traded out. Oh, and some pious ready for the door play. Massive kill. Spitty up the vent, does get 1, to be fair to him. A missed shot by some pious makes it look doable as he gets another. Just 1 bullet in the cranium. That's what he needs onto Alex here. The white wing from Alex. Confident as ever. 3rd round picked up.
Round of applause. Very tight round. Really well recovered from Spitty. That really could have gone either way in the end. That flick dink onto the CT vent player, even through the vent, obviously didn't do much damage, but it was very close to being an insane shot. Couldn't flick toward Alex in the end. Alex seems seemingly unstoppable in those situations on this map. Sprout's behind the next is rough. MP9, Deagle, a couple of Deagles actually, a FAMAS, and the 1 AWP, the AWP on slaxz. And when you've got a buy such as this around it, you really want to see him go aggressive with it and try and make something happen.
All quiet here on Nuke. In comes the smokes, though. A lot of space outside. It's a nice little read. Mini control. slaxz, though, with the AWP will drop deaths. A nice reposition. And that 5-on-4. They know the AWP is in play now, but all the same, Sprout have picked themselves up the all-important early advantage. They have lost secret control, though.
That's exactly what we needed slaxz to do. He's rotated around toward B as well in exactly the right position, but he's not looking towards single door that early. Thankfully, he drops down toward dark pretty quickly. lauNX, though, the way he was looking might mean that they're not ready for slaxz's angle. Looking for the bomb planter, goes for it, gets it. Ralls gets a 1 dig in the meantime, and slaxz gets another quick scope up close. But some pious in a 1v3. We'll switch to the AK, actually, and he's going back up toward ramp. I think he hears the footsteps of the player behind him, but should be too many positions to have to worry about. Vents taken. Ralls is even hiding on the A site silo. No chance in this one. Hello. Round over.
Certainly looking a lot more competitive here, aren't they? I think that CT side start is worth its weight in gold right now for Sprout. It's just a question of, I guess, building up as much as a buffer as you possibly can. Big round. Pretty big round to be picking up, to be honest with you. So, yeah, they'll be kicking themselves a little bit. Didn't read into it. Timeout coming in. So, despite the super strong tournament looking great, they're not overconfident here, the Movistar Riders.
Wow. Pius got more AWP kills on slaxz than slaxz got on the entirety of Movistar in map 1.
And it's like soul crushing.
Because it means soul.
Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
Learn something new every day.
That's very clever indeed. There you are.
We love our word players.
Yeah. Credit where credit is due for the fun facts of the day. Yep. 5-3.
slaxz, 2 very impactful kills with the AWP in the previous round, stuck in that duck position on the B site. This round, though, because of the damage done, he does not have it. No AWP on the server. So, I'm going to have to play a little bit differently.
Taps with the smoke. lauNX not really going to find too much, to be fair. mopoz. Moving through Squeaky here. Oh, an aggressive angles. Biddy does go down. Rolls, though, with the swing. And slaxz, meanwhile, out towards Hell, looking good. Any more for any more? Is he ready for this P250 around the corner? It looks like he is. daviG gets pre-fired out. 4-on-2. Pius still with this Galil, looking to find more. Can't. And it's just deaths. And he goes down as well. Sprout looking comprehensive.
This is what I wanted to see. This is what I wanted to see on Inferno, to be fair. But at least they're showing it at least at some point in this series. The big Movistar flags in the crowd. We've got a packed one for this one, and imagine it'll be even more packed if Movistar make the grand final.
I hope there's enough room for the whole of Valencia.
The entirety of Valencia packing in to the DreamHack event to spectate ESL Challenger and the home team.
Another timeout coming through here. It will be Sprouts. They want to hold on to this lead. Oh, God.
I reckon I know who wrote that one.
Haha. Indeed. Somewhat Rip North. They had a nice little send-off video, if anyone remembers that.
I do, actually.
Yeah. lauNX and Stare with 13, though, once again.
4 years ago.
Ill. Yeah.
Yeah. Classic story.
I was 20. I feel like I was 12 4 years ago.
Yeah. Players who are 16 posting memes that originated in 2007.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. It's all good, though. I mean, Boohoo was whatever. You know, you get old. Got a bit more like money and stuff now, I guess, or something like that. There's some kind of trade-off, right, for getting older, apparently, so I hear.
There's some saying, isn't there? But whatever.
Flash coming round here for the ramp push. lauNX has got the perfect angle to deal. Not quite enough ammo for the ace, though. Pius will take him down.
I reckon he gets one more with the old M4.
Yeah, probably. Maybe even the ace if he finds a quick heady on the final player, but it is what it is. We're going to move into the next rifle here. Movistar Riders getting rid of that round quickly. Getting interesting, though. Sprout, the more they get, the better they look. And to be honest, probably proving to themselves that they can indeed take us to a third.
Seven to 3. Raul's on 11. lauNX on 11. Looking good. An early Aeolus Molotov will actually block off a bit of heaven, so that didn't go in the correct area. lauNX's aggression toward ramp, it was with slaxz, but he's been taken out very early off the back of that one. Maybe a bit of a mistake there from the young Romanian. And frag back in response immediately from the young Dane. Stare, but Death gets both. 4v2, Alex lurking in toward A to probably put a stop to this round, and that's instant toward Rals. slaxz can't even scope in time. And just like that, he's asking for the support, and he's feeling it.
Pretty big round, right? Gets them up to 4. The half obviously not secured quite yet in terms of the mathematical advantage for Sprout, just on the 7. So definitely a chance for Movistar Riders to be leading moving into the second round of the fight. We'll see, though. We will certainly see. Nice catches here from Deaths on that Galil.
Good replay. Thank you, production.
Yes, indeed. It was a bit of a manic round, to be fair to them. And Nuke, hardest map to observe. I don't do a lot of observing.
Lots of people hate
Maybe
it, right?
Vertigo. Not sure.
I know Prius
I'd
always
say
hates
Nuke. I'd say Nuke.
think Prius and Sapphire always said they hated observing Nuke from memory.
Yeah.
But Prius hates observing most things if he misses 1v2s, of course.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Not even here to defend himself.
I've just been looking at Twitter too much, man. I keep having to... Yeah. I see the joke happen so often, I had to chime in. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, hope you can forgive me.
On the bandwagon, I, for one, think he's brilliant.
Of course he is.
So, met him one time. It's the best day of my life. Mopoz going to find there on the edge of the smoke. Looking very good for Movistar Riders once again. As we noted on Inferno, thanks to the old fun fact, they don't really lose an awful lot of these 5-on-4s. Very quickly, Spitty will try and spin it back. Rawls, great spot here. Mopoz going to wreck him, though. slaxz good for a double. In behind the silo, difficult to deal with, but still finished off by deaths. It's now just lauNX. He's got 2 to find, gets the high HP player in towards Sunpius, trying to track him down. Oh my goodness, ring around the rosy here, but does indeed read it. And lauNX will get it done. Big round for Sprout. And yeah, I'm sure the fans, head in hands, not going to be the only ones, as they indeed had the opener.
Indeed. Big round for Sprout, though, and a big one for lauNX as well. slaxz's performance on the site here was very important. Again, getting 2 critical kills. lauNX, as you say, playing around the rosy, around the A-site silos. Does well to fake out the footsteps that he may have been going further toward the right and toward the edge of hut. Forced to peek in the high ground. Here's the advantage for him. Much better performance from lauNX on this map. 13-7, looking very strong. Double the score of Movistar at the moment.
Spitty, first kill for this round. Really could make it awkward going into the final few, actually, if Movistar loses, especially without a bomb plant. But outside control again, it's interesting to me. Sprout have not been putting a lot of pressure on fighting outside and just instead holding players in and around the bottom area. So it's really quite different from, I think, what we're going to see from Movistar Riders.
And that's, yeah, exactly. I was about to say, that's the opposite of what Alex does, isn't it? Literally the direct opposite. He fights for it nearly every single round.
And he fought for it quite well yesterday. We'll see whether he finds the same success today. But yeah, maybe part of the thinking going into this, just don't give them the fight. What's happened here? Stayer finds himself in between 2 players. lauNX maybe not going to be ready for decon this fast. And he's not. Alex takes him down. The HP's not looking too hot. Smoke goes down, allows them to get the plant. slaxz as well has missed the opportunity to catch a player in transition. 4-on-3. Are they going to save? Surely not. I mean, they're checking their surroundings. They're really unsure. But it looks like they're going to save. Yeah, okay.
And maybe it seems a bit like counterintuitive that I think this one's the better one than the one earlier. But
you know, again, they probably don't know the HPs.
Yeah, so. Exactly. So.
The MP9 definitely did some damage. The M4, but you just don't know how close it is. And as well, they know how to set up. Right, B bomb site incredibly hard to retake. I think it's something that maybe viewers and even us sometimes on the casting booth forget, is that they know what's up. They got the protocols when it's like, okay, I'm low, let me take first face and then the trade will be clean, and it's just very hard to get back in, especially with that AWP. I think that's the big one. Yeah. Particularly on Nuke. It can be really tough. It can be really tough.
Riders. Eye.
Yeah. Maybe need to work on the coordination there, guys. But yeah. All good. What do you reckon then? Movistar Riders close the gap, or Sprout going to get the double digits?
It all hangs on this round. Look at the aggression toward outside, by the way. Stair, he's taking matters into his own hands. Good opening pick, stopped by Sunpius, but this round is a big one. Sprout have invested fully. 2 Famas's MP9 with that AWP. So to get an early 1-for-1 is okay, but of course you do lose one of the rifles. .4v4, damage done to Sunpius. Molotov will also catch the edge of that smoke. Mopoz is down towards single door. MP9 just wandering through double door at the moment. lauNX actually doesn't make any noise from that. davidji will take a dink in his fight with Spiddy, but will take him out, and mopoz's position should be the stealer in this one. Will just swing wide, has the AK, but lauNX hits it with the AD MP9, left and right. And the health is low on davidji and Sunpius now.
Rolls and Hut has so much information as well, so Sprout not in a bad spot. Alex coming through from outside, taking it nice and slow. Rolls has got an opportunity to maybe just track the footsteps and get in behind the enemy. Alex, is he going to check? He is. He's going to give it a little look, but he doesn't see anyone. It's a safe angle from Rolls. Still not overextending here. Bomb goes down. Alex will stick in and around Mini. Oh, man, it's magic. It's magic. They've definitely read it, right? It's a bit too easy to get out on A. This is kind of suspect. Alex crept into the back vent as well. The AWP once again for slaxz. Not really good on the retake. They kind of have to go for it here, though. They need the rounds. Rawls, though, as he gets deeper and sees less and less, he's thinking about leaving, I feel like, to be honest. Tag comes in. Finish comes in. 3-on-2s. Not a lot of time, but there's also not a lot of HP. They'll get all the kills. They'll get the defuse. That's a really well-played, patient retake.
Yeah, and that's the sort of patience that you need when you're playing against low HP players. It's so easy to get antsy, you know, when you know the communication has come through that these players are low. You want to finish them off as quickly as possible. In the end, it was made a lot easier there by that AWP tag through CT vent. Made everyone low. And then just the big swings came in. 9-5, at least a 3-round lead on the half. Movistar Riders getting their first piece of proper competition in this event, and we're in to their 4th map. Pretty wild. Death is only on a piece of 50 for this final round as well.
Problematic, very problematic. He's got a 6. What? Is he meant to have a gun? I don't know. I feel like a Tech 9 would be better here, to be honest. mopoz through the smoke. Fine step. Not having the best of halves, you've got to say. It's been a rough one for him. Can't really get activated. Movistar Riders love the opening picks, and they've struggled in a couple rounds to clean them up, which again is something somewhat new for the tournament. So we'll see whether they slip up again here in the final round of the half.
.55 seconds. And Spiddy will take the opening toward Alex. Rawls on the line, behind the smoke towards Squeaky. If he pressed mouse one right now, he'd get the kill, but davidji presses it faster. More damage done to him, and lauNX is rotating in. He's in a very good spot, actually. Duel coming in toward main, but now he's stuck. He needs to get 2. He does make it 2, and almost flicks for the 3rd. slaxz toward heaven, can't get the immediate trade, and Sunpius yells to the crowd as if to say, yes, we are still in map 2. It's 9-6 for Sprout, but giving Movistar Riders their first true test of this event. Will it be a 2-0? Will we be going to Ancient? Let's find out after the break.
Lion,
Will 9 rounds be enough for Sprout on their CT side? It's hard to say. Movistar Riders, the absolute beasts on Nuke on that opening day. It was lovely to cast, to be fair, and I mean, we'll see whether they can hit that level again. Starting off with the pistol here, Sprout, it would be nice to get this, a little cushion for them to work with, but we've seen these Julies absolutely demolish teams in the past. Movistar Riders not messing around here at ESL Challenger Valencia.
Nope, and it's mopoz again on those dualies. We've seen him get I think it was a 3K on the first day against Hummer. We make them sing again. Death has the solitary flashbang for this one. Stair looking toward outside, not been spotted as of yet, looking to strafe across that main smoke. Take control of credit card, and that'll be where the first kill will ring off. lauNX takes Alex out. Charles is on his way up toward heaven as well. They have a 5v4, man advantage, and good control.
This is pretty good. This is really pretty good. A looks very vulnerable right now. A player in towards Hut. He's going to gather some information. Pushing in through ramp as well. Might get a kill. Oh, that's slightly out of the range for the Julies, I would feel. They're going to move in through heaven now as well. Death's helping out. Mopoz, though, with the Julies. He's going to get himself a quick little spin around. Death's as well, not going down to the back bend. It's all falling apart. slaxz 6 HP against 3.
That was incredibly fast. mopoz and
Wow.
even a third as well. Dual Berettas, 2 guns are better than 1. Holding W. I hope we get to see a replay of a couple of those. They were instant. Here we go. 1.
It's that one, isn't it? It's that one. First bullet spin around. Absolutely huge, I think. Really, really solid stuff. I mean, yeah, could have killed him. Could have, you know, clapped out the back vent player. That second mini frag. It's the round, if you ask me. Full eco coming in. They're going for the AKs early here. Trav, Sprout. Oh man, yeah, it's so much pressure. Movistar Riders. We know the ceiling that they can hit on this map, and Sprout just trying to keep them away from it.
Yep. 3 MP9s and 2 FAMASs on this anti-eco. Sprout looking to get the AKs as fast as possible in the next round. Just trying to waste the clock and make Movistar use all their utility, which they don't actually have that much.
Yeah, maybe the sort of talking it over factor as well, but they definitely are. Making his way for this one. Bit of noise made as they run in through the hut, trying to catch a player. And to be fair, Death did look not so ready for it. mopoz is crispy, though. Look at this. Lovely stuff. The crowd loving it, of course. And I would think so. Oh, it's our guy.
mopoz. mopoz.
Lovely feeling to be there, I'm sure. And indeed, he's playing well. He's playing well. Crowd behind him, and
crowd's back. Crowd's back in many events.
Yeah, I
of course.
mean, it's lovely. It's very lovely to see.
Cologne coming up with the crowd. I'll be attending.
Oh,
can't.
Yeah,
bloody well wait.
Too long, but Movistar Riders, they want to get to that grand final in front of the crowd. I'm sure that would be quite the boost against the outsiders. So we'll see here. Sprout, as mentioned, going for the early AKs. Plenty of utility to work with. The outside smokes coming through. The wider setup gives them a bit more room to work with. And funnily enough, on the bonus, you know, you got 2 FAMASs, 2 MP9s. You can't really spam as well as you can with an A1S. So it's perhaps a good read in that sense from Sprout.
Yeah, they have a significant advantage in this one. They have the full buy, Movistar, with their bonus, of which they're really a huge amount of power, and the main source of power has been taken out already. The M4's gone. And just the 2 MP9s and the FAMAS remain. lauNX with another opener. He's been very good so far in this second map.
Some players, big catch here, can't get it though. Massive frag for Stair. lauNX, of course, got this heaven control. daviG very ready for it. I think they might know. They're trying to perhaps wait for Rals. Oh, no, he's going to drop down. That's info gathered for daviG. Unfortunately, no kills. 25 seconds. Davy trying to get the catch. Can't. I think he was just heard as lauNX was on his way out. So probably the save here for the remaining two players. Bomb plant going to come in. Sprout hitting 10. Oh, can they even save? Nope. Spitty will drop him. This is problematic. Very problematic indeed. It was the bonus in that round from Movistar Riders, so expecting something in this round, but the scoreline getting away from them.
Yep, important couple of frags from Spitty as well to stop those guns being saved.
Source 2, is it coming?
There's been some rumors, haven't there?
Is it coming?
Across Twitter.
Or is it all bait?
I mean, there's been some tweets out and about there of, you know, devs in builds that have map names with Source 2 in the title.
Yeah, I mean, it feels right, doesn't it? It feels right. 10-year anniversary coming up in August. It feels right, for sure.
Yeah, I reckon it's. I reckon something is planned. There's no way it isn't. Had a new case recently, of course. We've already seen a couple of the skins being used. I think it was Norbert who had the new AK. Case was released while we were in the green room last night.
It's not bad. They're getting better and better, to be fair. Not going to lie to you. You know, the sort of bang for buck on the skins. Quite nice.
Watched Simple case the new AWP immediately.
Really?
Classic.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. Either way, hard eco coming in from Movistar Riders after the timeout here. So Sprout, good chance to get up to 11. Work cut out for the 2-0. Deagle for mopoz on the edge of the smoke. That is a clean headshot. Can't get the gun away though, unfortunately. So probably going to be all she wrote for this one. Davy G does have a Deagle of his own, but the outside control worth its weight in gold.
Yep, 3 USPs and a Deagle left to find. AK dropped, of course, outside. Deagle on the floor as well. So if any one of these Movistar players want to go searching for something, they could perhaps glean a weapon. But lauNX obviously is defending that alongside his teammates. So wouldn't be surprised if slaxz wants to pick it up and maybe throw it outside the map.
Once again, very quiet in the mid-round. They're really not messing around. Sprout know the respect that they have to give lauNX. Checking his angles. I don't think he's going to get mistimed. USP, yeah, that's unfortunate.
Only a dink.
Even with a Deagle, maybe could have found more. There's a few too many targets. They'll move up towards that A bomb site. Not the cleanest ladder climb from lauNX, but all the same, it will be a free A site.
He pad his stats even further. 21 to 11, make that 22.
Whack-a-mole?
Exactly, plays whack-a-mole with the ladder. Goodbye, death. Instant frag onto some pass as well, increasing his tally. His lauNX finally will go down, and that's a gun to be retrieved. How will they try and hunt him down? Already there's a player going toward ramp. That is Spitty. And once again, he'll be the player to stop any save possibility. That's 11 to 8. Thumbs up to the camera as well. Creeping toward the possibility of a third map decider. Wouldn't that be something?
AWP here for Sunpius, AWP here for slaxz. Buy's pretty good across the board. Mopoz on the MP9 though, that's kind of the only thing that stands out. It's not the worst map in the world to be going for that SMG. Oh, Sunpius looking for the opener, not going to happen. That's where we want to see the big man Alex activated though. At the same time, Sprout, again, I think fully respecting it and not playing too much presence outside. More of a hold, more of a make sure they can't push behind us rather than making it the crux of their attack.
Yeah, execute coming in toward A, at least a Molotov a top part. Will it be their focus, though? lauNX 23 and 12 now. Young Romanian, brought in from that Nexus roster. Of course, Ecstatic got Zello from that roster as well. Zello was on that team for a very, very long time. Happy to play with his compatriots. Now finally moved to an EU team and played very well. Placing Wolfie, of course. Now lauNX has been given the opportunity as well and has been playing relatively well online especially. Not as much on LAN, which is what we've been critical of. He's performing today. Not on this round though. will walk into the AWP of Sunpius, and the rifle of WG, and a second will come in for the Spanish AWP as well. Stair will drop. And it looks like with 30 seconds to go, it wouldn't surprise me if slaxz and slaxz look to save.
Really nice move from Sunpius, very dynamic on the AWP, finds one, immediately repositioning to get another and, you know, just catch the timings. Solid stuff. Dave going to come in, the, you know, golf claps all round in the arena, of course. Movistar Riders will move up to 9, bring it within 2, but look, it took them a bit of time. They get some solid guns out this time rather than 2 FAMASs and 2 MP9s, and they put up a much better fight. So, looking good. They also, I feel, have the option of the double AWP. We didn't really see it all that much, but I believe Alex is not too foreign, if I'm remembering correctly, having casted this team a fair bit. So yeah, I think that the double AWP is definitely something that they can pull out more problems for Sprout to deal with. Last time out, though, they do have one more after this. Sprout not wasting them, that's for sure.
Exactly. What about that one? Are they trying to make us feel even worse now?
Yeah, I think so. To be fair.
Grand final coming up after this, of course, after a quick break. Who will make it?
Difficult to tell, my man. Difficult to tell. I mean, you know, Sprout looking pretty good here to pick up a third. I don't know. Movistar Riders, though, again, you know, maybe need the crowd to get behind them a bit more in some of these bigger rounds. Keep the energy up. They are certainly feeling themselves at the moment. Sprout, meanwhile, small lead, very small lead indeed to work with. It's a difficult time ahead for both sides, honestly. It's what we want to see, though. Movistar Riders, they have been dominating every single map that they've played. It's nice to have them sweating.
Exactly. Finally, there's some pressure, especially on Nuke as well. High flash to get stairs across. Alex tries to spray that smoke, of course. Not as many bullets to do that anymore. Still no traces, of course, with the silenced M4. Sunpius, another opener towards Secret with that player crossing. Adds his 18th on the board. And Spiddy can't finish him off right now.
Davy with the pickup onto Spiddy, though.
Saw the frustration.
It's annoying. 5 on 3. They've got the ramp control, but very, very ready down on the B bomb site. And Movistar Riders waiting for them to make that jump down. Not going to be the case, however. They'll look for a hell plate, and Alex is watching the ladder. So lovely. AWP coming in. However, doesn't fully check the angle. Little difficult to find the frag, but he does indeed get it. The jump up onto the ladder here for lauNX. He might just have crept in. He has indeed, but traded again. There's just too many bodies, really. Rals against 4. Good for 1. Ready for the vent guy. Bomb down, of course, in an awkward spot with only 30 seconds left. 34 HP left for Rals. Not going to make it past Alex, of course. The king of outside. 10th round secured. Movistar Riders closing the gap.
Building back into it. Ral's having a bit of a better performance on this map for his team. He's been a bit quiet as of late, of course. Hard to be hugely impactful as the IGL, but he's been doing well in this one, and it's Stair who can't step up, I'm afraid. Pistols for this one for Sprout, though. It should be Movistar equalising the scoreline.
Game like this, though, now you've said it. Oh, indeed, it is going to be the case. Alex trades off to the USP, but can't get another mopoz through the smoke. That is a fair college try, and he does indeed get the frag. Stay on the M4. Doesn't know it, but could get the bomb down if he's fast. I think he might just have missed the window of opportunity, though. Yeah, and opens up the door. They know where he's at, so he's going to try and play some mind games to get this bomb through. An ace required for the quietest player on the server.
One more kill would be nice. Got an incendiary, may as well deploy it at some point, because if he wants to advance further, he has to break the glass. Checking the back of the silo. There it is. There is that incendiary deployed. Can't be picked up by CT anymore. Actually, almost gets that first kill, but WG swings and takes it. So, even Stevens.
11-11. Legs 11, as they would say. And bingo, all the same, looking to continue this streak here. Movistar Riders, it's been a challenge. It's been a bit tough, and, you know, they were very cheeky on that bonus buy in the first rifle, but once the guns have gotten clean, looks a hell of a lot better. My man watching the F1, I think, there, did I catch?
I think so. Respect, my friend.
There's a lot of crossover, isn't there? A lot of people in esports seem to like the F1, so, you know, it makes sense if you ask you and I. We're big fans as well. Sun Pius, big fan of the AWP, taking down Stayer outside. Alex trying to creep around T-Red here. Oh, he could have a good chance as well at picking up a few more and being a nuisance. Double comes in for Alex. Bomb going to be dropped. Rawls, Spinny, the only two left. And look at the tear that Movistar Riders are on. Rawls does get one, but that is all she wrote. Super dominant round, taking the lead. Looking good for the 2-0.
Alex again with 3 kills. How many multi-frags has he got in this tournament? Someone get the stats. We know there's a stat man. Come on, I want to know all the multi-frags. I feel like it's at least been 12 at this point. He's been so ridiculous. Well, I tell you what, it is 12. Movistar's number of rounds, and they could be about to make it 13 and eke ever closer to that grand final. mopoz, Alex and Pius performing very well. mopoz been on this roster since August 2017. Never won a LAN. And if he did it at home, that would be almost a fairy tale. Not almost, it is a fairy tale. But there's a long way to go. One more BO3 after this if they made it through. And Sprout are still close.
Going to try for the outside smokes here on the half buy. Whether they follow up on them, of course, is always the mind games. Yeah, they're loving this one, though. The sort of slightly wider, not quite the elbow smokes, but a bit more room than your classic cross smokes. Alex, he's heard one. Oh, he sees the shadows. Can't quite find the timing on it. There you go. As they start to dissipate, he'll get the one at the back. But he's spotted 3 players going down, right? So mopoz has got information in spades. As we say, info is king. 1, maybe a second. Okay, fair enough. I mean, he doesn't get it, but, you know, the control that's there, thinking the fact that he's run away, he will go down. Surely his teammate in for some support here.
Yeah, when you shift into the angle, there's no way out of that one. Bomb drop towards single door. 2 kills away from 13. Much damage onto Stair. He has picked up that M4 and has actually picked up the bomb. 17 seconds. They kind of need to die in this one. There's one and there's the other. They get the loss bonus required. But Movistar get their 13th that they require.
Yep. I mean, you know, it does go to show maybe that first rifle that Sprout were able to pick up somewhat of a fluke, right? They definitely kept it interesting right at the start of the half, but Movistar Riders have just found themselves again. And the CT end, especially from this team, is just unreal. Unreal, you know? It's not quite as dominating, but the rounds are starting to get dominating again, honestly. So yeah, I don't know, man. The timeout comes in here for Sprout. They got to win this and then another, to be honest, to make us start believing again and breaking the bank and all that good stuff. So a lot of work for these young guns, as we've said many, many times. The LAN experience, not quite there for them. Obviously, everyone rooting against them, unfortunately. Not super actively, which is nice, but all the same, that it's going to be in the back of your mind, isn't it? And these are the moments that separate you out from being a good player to a legendary player. And it might be a bit too early in some of the careers for these guys to dig deep and find that extra level.
Exactly. I've only been impressed by lauNX, but Stair, of course, same age. Both young 17-year-olds, Sprout, trying to make something happen with this new roster. They've tried so many combinations over the years. The roster, of course, with K from Anonymo and Faven as well. Eventually, Faven went to Big. They had Marek, the Luxembourgian player, as well for a while. He went to OG Academy. Luxembourgish player, I think I should say. That's the correct term.
I think both work. I think both. Okay. Both might work. I'm not sure. We had a bit of an investigate yesterday, didn't we?
We did.
Alex finds the first.
Again.
These pesky warehouse angles, man. They're so hard to deal with and predict and pre-aim and pre-fire. Alex pulls it out in a pretty important round, right? He's not been doing it too much. He's been more in the face of his opponent. slaxz, though, could have a spot here, could have a weird little move. Rolls can find Alex, traded. Still keep your eyes on slaxz, however. Unfortunate, lauNX goes down. Keep your eyes on slaxz. Biddy will catch sumpayus getting a little investigative, and the two of them try and chime together. Those bullets look pretty damn close, don't they? I don't think there's a lot of damage that gets through that wall. slaxz not going to follow up. 3v2, but it is indeed very doable here.
Yeah, if that was an AWP, that's often a very common wall bang. But down toward ramp we go. mopoz in the perfect position for this. 10 seconds to go. Have to be quick about it. I think mopoz is going to put an end to the dream. There's one lovely trade from slaxz, but look how many players are here. Nice frag. Should get taken down, and he is taken down after the clock has expired. $650 in the bank. Movistar Riders creeping ever closer. Vamos.
Keep it together here. Keep it together, Movistar Riders. Looking very good. They are in the prime position. Not too much more work to do, you would say. The 2-0 looking good. Would be lovely to get a third, but not if your name's Movistar Riders, I suppose.
slaxz has a Glock and Kevlar.
It's so rough. It's so rough, man.
Why does he have a Kevlar with a Glock? Is he expecting to pick up a gun, maybe?
I think
his teammates
so.
dies?
I think so. What do you do? Like, glass cannon? Well, obviously not cannon, but Tech 9? Like,
yeah.
It's pretty rough against the aim punch, so I think he'll just sort of pick a gun up in the mess of what's about to go down. lauNX will open up. mopoz picks up Spinny in towards Squeaky. Couple kills either way. sumpayus burning here to the Molotov, but the lack of communication, how do they not hear him? lauNX is also going to get dropped. How's he gotten away with that? Huge round. They secure themselves 15 in series and final spot point, boys and girls. Looking really damn hot.
Absolutely incredible. sumpayus showing up once again. This is the form we saw from him when they took down G2 in IM4 last year. The form that's seen them win against teams like Cloud9, Liquid, Big in Pro League. They have been the form team of the event. We expected it to be a team like Furia. We expected it. Our expectations were very wrong. We never saw a run like this coming from Movistar Riders. We thought they were capable of maybe making it to the final, but
top
not,
4, I think.
At least top 4, but not performances like this.
Oh, dink lands. Alex finishes it on the corner of the smoke as well, looking very good. 5-on-3. The Riders are bringing the storm so far to Valencia. sumpayus starts to file it in. Gonna look for another here as well. Doesn't quite get that one, however. 5-on-2. Rals and slaxz with the Galils. They've got the bomb. That's about all they've got going for them, to be honest. slaxz gonna try and split up and gain some information. So much work. And Movistar, you don't mess this up, do you? Position like this, you don't mess this up. daviG gonna find the final head. Rals, the last one left. Not a single kill in the final round. 2-0 coming through. They steal their opponent's map pick. They still look damn good on Nuke. And they will be joining outsiders in the finals.
Movistar Riders, your finalists in ESL Challenger Valencia in front of their home crowd. Absolutely remarkable stuff from them. Another clean performance. Look at all the happy faces and the unfortunate sad faces on Sprout. That you can tell they were just not at the races today. That performance